Yo, what's up, party people? What's up, perfect pitch people? That would also work. Today we're going to be continuing on, and we got all the strings now in place. I was able to restring it, so I'm a little late getting started. So, of course, we're going to make sure everything's in tune. I know for sure High E is in tune, and for those that don't know what we do in here during the perfect pitch session, and yes, I am unapologetically in my onesie, because over here is where the air vent is, and I get cold real easy. At any rate, we're trying to learn by ear the first six strings, and the six open strings on a guitar, and so we're continuing. We found a good little app to use. Well, it's not an app; it's a website to use. That randomly generates notes. However, I don't think those notes are actually all open. They're like different, but they're all the same. It's as close to like an open note app generator as I could find the other day. And so we have a little chart here. It shows which ones I get wrong often, and that's a little thing for me to try to help me memorize them. But it's showing which ones I get wrong often. The big letters are ones that that's what the actual was, and then the little letter underneath that, that's what I thought it was. And then I tallied them up. And we were going to go through these tallies yesterday, and I also wanted to see if there was any difference. I had the notebook open. If there's any difference between the ones that I got right, whether it would, so to speak, cancel each other out, kind of. So that's what we were in the middle of doing. We're still going to practice them all. Obviously, now we got our guitar. So here's our notes from yesterday. And we accidentally did 34. And before we get started, I want to read and respond to a comment somebody left today on yesterday's perfect pitch. So let me just pull that up right quick, and then we'll get into it. He said, I wish I could warn you about that high E snare. You were already a semitone too high, tone F, when you returned back to your E string. You tuned it about a whole tone up F sharp when it snapped. A tuner is great, but can distract you from careful listening. You have to keep using your ears during tuning. And I responded to him, thanks. I'll have to work on getting my ears to be able to do the tuning for me. Funny, I was thinking that, but I was still going to rely on the tuner. Thanks for warning me now. Still good to know what went wrong and why, so it won't happen again. Shout out Hindsight Man, right? A guitar doesn't have an F, does it? And he says, I understand that you're working on improving your ear. The tuner, unfortunately, won't tell you if the snare is about to snap. I can't tell from the video what the tuner is telling you except for displaying different colors. But I know that some tuners pick up on overtones instead of the fundamental tone. And by the way, if you've missed some of the last perfect pitch session, overtone is basically like one note isn't necessarily just one note. There's other parts, or like there's other, like, the low E isn't just the low E. It's also, you hear some of the other tones in it. And same on a piano, just as is on a guitar. So he's saying that some tuners, rather than just picking up the pure sound, will pick up on some of the overtones, which give it a false reading. So that's what he's explaining there. And then he said, I don't know much about guitar tunings, but yours is called standard tuning, EADGBE. And we now both know that, at least, our high E snare doesn't like anything up a whole step. So yes. So I want to respond to him right quick, and then we'll get into it. Because I responded to his first comment, but not the second comment. So, By the way, that's L Consciousness on YouTube. I don't think he has a channel though. He's just commenting helpful advice. So thank you. But so LOL. Yes. We now both know. Well, I'll just say LOL, yes. The Caitlin bot. I always sign the Caitlin bot because Justin and I run this channel together. Thanks for the tips and advice. Exclamation point, and we're going to send that. Maybe. There we go. Okay. Now, continuing on. So, yeah. Well, we'll get back to this guitar. Which I've now was able to restring. I was able to get the E string on there. And we're going to set our timer. And we're going to continue off doing yesterday's, where we left off, just seeing. Our goal, of course, is to get them all right. But since we're going to get some wrong, because that's how life goes and nothing's perfect, a fact that greatly disturbs me, we're just going to keep track here of which ones we get right, wrong, and the ones that we thought it was when we got it wrong. So we've been saying we might need 4 metrics, but that's not for right now, at least. The 4th metric would be the ones where I'm like, maybe. You know, even if I get it right, whatever, I still didn't absolutely know. So, but yeah. So even when we're tuning, we need to be listening as well. So I thought those were some good comments. In the spirit of perfect pitch, let's set an alarm for an hour and get into it. Set an alarm for 1 hour. All right, 2:55 a.m. Let's do this. And once again, the name of the website that I am using is called falsetto.app/guitar-perfect-pitch-trainer. That's falsetto.app/guitar-perfect-pitch-trainer. So that's the name of the app that I'm using. We're going to set it down to 0 for the max fret, even though, like we said, I don't think it's actually doing open notes because, you got some AT, you got A2, D3, B3. You got those in here. So I want to test that out too. But we're going to continue. Now is going on number 2 because we messed up yesterday, or we didn't mess up. Actually, we were on a roll, but my phone started freezing up. Okay, let's do this. Oh, let me turn this up so you guys can hear as well. We're going to say A. Yep. No, that's a B. That is a B. They tried to get me, though. A? No, that's a G. That was a G. Okay, so G. Oh, I'm supposed to be keeping track of the ones that I got right. Okay, I'm only on number 3. Can I remember back that far? Wait a minute, I don't have to. This is on stream. I can go back. Hold up. Okay, let's go back. Okay, so G. Doing open. No. Good comment. Falsetto. I set it down. Test that. Okay, here we go.
I'm gonna say A. Yep.
Okay, so A. That's what I thought the first one was. It was the second one that I wasn't sure what it was. It was
B. No, that's a B. That is a B.
Okay, so that's a B. So we're all caught up. Okay, so next, G3 was the correct answer, but I guessed A. Because I'm smart. Okay. So that's the sound of a G. Alright. I guessed A, but it was E. I didn't say it out loud, but I thought it in my head because I was going back and forth between the two. But yeah. I guess I'm just thinking everything's A right now. Is that G? No, that's D. Okay. See, that's my high E. Is that D as in dog? No, that one's G. See? Specifically G3, but I thought it was D. Low E? Yes. Oh, that's right. We're supposed to be writing the ones that we got right. I don't know if I can. Let's hold on. There's 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, you know what? I'm just gonna start this over because I apparently can't follow my own directions. And I just love the way this pen erases. So but if I forget again, my punishment to myself will be, of course, going back and listening. I mean, light punishment, mind you. It's just extra steps. Okay. I'm going to set the max fret down to 0. All right. A. Yeah. I knew it. Right. Is that a high E? Yes. Okay. Remember to write it. Okay. That one's a B. Write it. Is that D as in dog? No, it's an A. Is that one G as in goat? Yep. So that one's D as in dog. Yeah. Is that a low E? Yes. Okay. Okay, so that must be an A. Is that a B? No, that's a G. Is that a low E? No, that's an A. Oops. Did that wrong. Okay. And of course, that's an A2 specifically. Is that a G as in goat? Yes. Is that an A? Yeah. That's a high E, definitely. Now that's a low E. That's a B. An A? Yeah. Is that G as in goat? Yeah. So that one's got to be D as in dog. Yep. B. High E. I feel like that's an A. Yes. D as in dog. Yep. B. No, G. Yes, that was a G, as in goat. That's my low E, right? Yep. That's a B. High E. Is that a low E? Yeah. So that's D as in dog. Yep. Is that G as in goat? Yes. Is that D? No, that was A. We're at 30. It's 30 our I do believe 30 is our next target. No, 34, because we have 30 for the first time. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34. So I miscounted yesterday, but the thing said 34, and I was like, that's weird, but it really is 34. Okay, so we're going to do 4 more. That's the sound of A2. And that right there is my high E, right? Yes. A? Yeah. B. And one more. A? Yeah. Okay, so that time we got 29 out of 34 correct. All right, last time before we tally things up. We're going to reset this. And that's right, we're going to get to the guitar today, definitely. Is that a G? Or is that a B? B? No, it was a G. Starting off on a great foot, aren't we? Okay. That's the B. low E. Oops. Gotta put that at the low E. D as in dog. Yeah. High E. G. Yeah. A. Yes. High E. B. G. Yes. D as in dog. No. No. Is that an A? That is an A. But I only thought that because I was like, they're trying to trick me. That's a low E. A D as in dog? Yes. A? No, it was an E. Is that an A? No, that was a D. That's a low E. G? No, that's a D. Low E? Yeah. D as in dog? Yep. B? D as in dog? Yes. High E? Is that G? Yes. Low E? Is that D as in dog? Yes. That's an A then. Low E. High E. It is. A. D as in dog. Yep. Again, we're on to 34. B. Well, that one must be a D as in dog. No, it was a G. Ooh, oh, because I said B. Yeah. specifically G3. That's a high E. Mm-hmm. Is that D as in dog? No, that's G. Okay, let's tally this up. That time I got 28 out of 34 correct. Okay. You know what? We're just going to do a little tally up here. Be really good if I could draw a straight line. Okay, so low E, A. G, E. Those are the ones I got right. A, low E, D, B. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to minus 1, I think, every time I get one. Or should I do it a different way? Here, maybe I'll do a right and a wrong chart. So up here will be the wrong chart, but down here will be the right chart. Wrong, right. So that I can really see. Wow. Okay. Okay. So G, E, D, B, low E, A, B, oops. Okay, B up here, E, E, B, A, E, E, A, G, 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 D, G, oh, G and B, B, D, A, oops. Let's not mess up my tallies here. Okay. A, D, A, A, D, D, or D, B, D, G, D, G, E, D, low E, B, low E, D, G, G, D. Okay. E, A, E, E, B, A, D, G, D. This is super exciting to watch. Low E, A, G, B, A, E, that's got to be a low E. I just didn't write it in. G, A, E, A, E. Okay. Low E, B, A, low E, B, A, G, D, B, G, D, B, E, A, D, E, A, D, G, low E, B, G, low E, B, B, low E, D, and B, low E, D, G, A, D, E, A, B, E, A, B, A, G, B, G, B, B, low E, D, B, low E, D, E, G, A, E, G, A, E, B, G, E, B, G, A, low E, D, A, low E, D, E, oops, okay, no, I didn't mess that up, but E, A, D, A, E, A, D, A, low E, D, G, low E, D, B, low E, D, B, D, E, G, D, E, G, low E, D, A, low E, D, A, low E, A, low E, E, A, low E, E, A, D, B, D, B, G, D, G, D. Overall, it looks like maybe I've done better than yesterday's, actually. Last but not least, E, E, G, D, G, D. Okay. Now that all those tallies are done. So my problem children for wrong is A with 11, D with 11, G with 8. And I got 4 wrong for low E, 4 wrong for B, and then 3 for high E. That means that I thought that it was something that, well, these also include things that I thought were the notes, even if they weren't. So that's why there were so many more notes there. And the ones I got right, let's see, coming in at 14 right, that's low E. Coming in at 13 right, that's high E. Coming in at 14 and 14 are D and B. And A has 13 right and G has 12 right. That's interesting. Because you would expect that with my problem children, I would actually get those wrong. But I actually get them right, just barely, more times than I get them wrong. And let's compare that to yesterday's. Okay. I don't got 2 categories here. Oh, because 2 different days. Okay. So, but yesterday, let's see. I got as many as, for D and G, I got like 5, 10, 15, 20. So 21 G wrong and 19 D wrong and 12 A wrong and 12 B wrong, low E 3, high E 1. The second time around, low E 0, A 8, D 9, G 12, B 4, and high E only 1. So how does that compare to today? Let's look at the data, shall we? Very interesting, isn't it? Let's see. Okay, so we're just going to go off the numbers that I ended with yesterday. So low E, actually, this time, there was 4 times that I thought it was low E where it wasn't, or where I got low E wrong. Okay, A. Yesterday, there was 8 wrong. Today, 11. D, yesterday, there was 9. But also, I guess I can't discount that these are more chances. This is going by 34 per, whereas these were going by not 34. So maybe this isn't a fair comparison to say. Either way, let's go back to the drawing board. We know who our problem children are, which is, really A, D, G, and B are real problem children. With D and G, looks like giving us the most trouble consistently. So, let's work on those. Well, D, G, and A giving us actually the most trouble consistently. And this is the moment we've been waiting for. Okay. Here she is. This tuner, when it turns green, that means she's in tune. But as we learned from our friends who commented yesterday, we also, we can't just rely on the tuner. We also got to use our ears. When this lights up green, that means it's in tune. If it's red, that means it's too high. And if it's orange, that means it's too low, or it's just at rest. In addition to the tuner, we're also going to use musician because it'll play the note as it's supposed to be, which will help us tune our ears, so to speak. Okay, so we're going to pull up musician. I'm going to get one of these sticks behind me. All right, so E, low E, is supposed to sound like this. Okay? But does it? No. It's too high. Okay, so we are going for this. Even though this tuner actually says it's wrong. See, that's 2. No, that's too low. How did we get it so offbeat? I should have just left it where it was, I guess. Okay, I'm not going to have the same thing happen again, yeah. I don't need another string to break. Oh, okay, well, that. I should play that note a little longer. See, the 2 can't decide. Okay, so we're going to move on. We'll get to that one. A, they're saying is a little high.
Are you tuning the right string?
Ooh.
Double check which one you're playing.
A is supposed to sound like that. Or a little too high. Okay, so from now on, if this tuner says it's a little bit low, I think we're just, we'll just go with it. I really don't want to break a string again. Okay, so D is supposed to sound like that. They're both saying the same thing. It's a little bit too high. I really didn't tighten these strings again, though. Okay, well, all right. Okay, G. This one's saying G is a little bit too high. There we go. Now both of them were saying it was good. Okay. All right. That's the sound of a B. Okay. Now, B is the only one that I loosened when I was restringing A. So, or high E, I mean. So I'm not surprised that that one needs to be redone. Okay, so no. Okay, so this is tightening it. Right? Doesn't sound like it's tightening it. Okay, there we go. That's tightening it. Like I said, we did really loosen it. Whoa, okay, that's too high. Oops. Okay, hold on. Okay, now we're on the right track. We're not going to pull it too tight. Yeah, it is a little bit higher than that, but I really don't want another string to snap. Another string to snap. Because musician is saying still tune it up, and this tuner's saying no, we're good. Okay, now this tuner. Okay, almost there. Almost there. Okay. All right, now high E. Okay, well, it went down a little bit, but probably because we were fussing with it. Tighten it up just a little bit. Nope. I think that's too much. There you go. Okay. All right. So we need to learn the in tune pitches as well. Yeah, these tuners are weird, man. They'll be like... That was high E. That's good. Yes, it is a little lower. You keep saying tune up, but I think it's fine. Well, I think we're fine just right there. Yep, that is A. I don't know why I'm saying A is out of tune. Both saying the same thing though. There you go. Yeah, so see, one is saying that it's good and the other is saying that it's not, but yeah, this is saying this E is just perfect, so we're gonna leave it at that. Okay. Yeah, it seems like it can't decide. Okay. But we're not going to be popping any strings today, so. I know even though all of these just said it was in tune, they're now saying it's a little bit off, but who knows why. Let's get to practicing. Now, one of the things I'm curious about, I don't think that the thing is actually playing open notes. For instance, G3. I think their G is actually this. Right? And that means like their E2, for instance, like their high E2 is actually this. Which actually becomes an F sharp, it looks like. And their B is actually a, where is it? Did I not get any B's wrong? I got some B's wrong. Yeah. It's actually a B3. So then it makes sense. So when I'm listening, this is actually when I'm. But that is their actual open notes. Or at least close to it. But that's what the app is giving me and what it's having me guess. I just want to hear the differences and hear the two things. And what other ones do they have? Like, for instance, it's a D3 that they're using. They're not using D. They're using... That's why it's such a unique tone. So yeah. This is a G. Still sounding like a clock. Now, I once did a simple song that kind of like used both, that used some really simple chords. I need to find that song because it actually used like the D and the G and everything like that. It was around the time when I got the ukulele. I did it for a karaoke live, or I attempted to, anyways. It's a real simple song. The song is actually called Simple Song. And like, all I need is a simple song, a simple song. And then it went like G3, G3. It was really, like I said, like the song says, simple song. So I think if I look that up and learn it, come prepared tomorrow. Well, I'll be going into the office tomorrow, but of course that won't interfere with this because this happens at night. But if so I'm gonna make a note to myself. I need to find simple song. So Now, the other thing that we can do, I think it'll help me with those notes, or I can create a new simple song. But I mean, I could just create a new one, but I'd rather use that template anyways, than start from scratch. Or maybe I'm just saying that right now, like 2 a.m. in the morning. So I'm going to find Simple Song, my song, Simple Song, for tomorrow. But for right now, while we have the computer, while we have the guitar, let's look up major and minor thirds, because I think that could help me as well, because it deals with the 2 different tones. And that was one of the other homework things. So let me get my phone, that is. Actually, okay. Well, that's it here. I do believe, though, this has picking strings, learn E up and down. Let's see. Well, we can also look online. But so for tomorrow, let's look for Simple Song. And then, because remember, we're not supposed to move on to the next thing until we get the first thing, because everything builds off one another. So we're going to find Simple Song to help us with those notes that we're struggling with. And then to put those specific notes into a song. And then we are going to work on the minor and major thirds. And work on those two. So before we test ourselves, we're going to do a full-on practice thing again before we get back to that falsetto one. And hopefully I'll come a bit prepared tomorrow as well. You know what I mean? Having already done some things before I come. That'll, lessen the time that I spend looking around for something or doing something, It'll really let me engage in what I need to engage in without being like, oh, I should do this, but I can't do that because I need to go look through that to find this, that type of thing. Anyway, thank you guys so much for joining me. Again, don't forget to watch Karaoke Live. Keep saying. But no, it's cool. Remember, this is special July series, so that means when June comes, this series goes away. Unless Justin decides. Between Justin and I, it's going to stay. It's just not going to be a live nightly series on the channel. But we still got some other things coming up on the channel, like I always keep saying. But we really do. Because we're probably going to be bringing Sound the Alarm onto, which is the social media segment that I do on the radio, bring it here on YouTube as well. So, which was always a plan of ours before I even started doing it on the radio. So, yeah, that's why I've been getting my desk ready and everything like that. But definitely it's still going to be practicing perfect pitch. Even if you guys don't see it here on the channel, I'm still going to be practicing it. Thank you guys once again so much for joining. Like Justin says, I never know how to end these. Batsy out.